Hey friends, welcome to the Swing My Heart podcast with your host, Nicole
and Hannah. Come join us for some hopeful conversations about heartfelt entertainment that makes your heart swing.
Hey Hallmarkies, we are back with another episode. Today we will be recapping the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries original movie, North to Home, with our good friend, Kristen.
Hey guys! Starring Lindsay Fonseca as Posey, Kimberly Sestat as Beth, Erica Durance as Hannah, Barbara Nivens as Suzanne McBride, Tom Stevens as Luke, Fred Keating as Stuart McBride, Matt Hamilton as Jason, Matthew James Dowden as Adam, Mila Jones as Ruby, and Mila Morgan as Molly. And this movie was directed by Allie Liebert.
The McBride sisters reunite in Alaska for a memorable birthday celebration, connecting their past to the present.
Ooh.
So, Kristen, what did you like most about this movie?
Oh, I honestly think that this was one of the best movies of the year so far.
Yeah.
The storyline was different. I liked all the twists and turns. And this was a really great ensemble cast.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they all worked really well together.
I think so too. Mm-hmm. Totally agree. What would you give this movie on a 1 to 10 scale of snowflakes?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of snow in this movie. Probably 9.5 out of 10 snowflakes.
Yeah, same for me. 9.5 out of 10. It was really good.
It was really good.
Do we want to get into our favorite scenes to start off the episode?
Yeah, what are some of yours?
Well, the first one I have is the opening scene and just the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
We see Posey's dog doing her search. That is a beautiful dog, by the way.
Oh, it was. I agree.
Also, Posey and Luke's conversation when he says, "Why don't you share your gratitude by having a drink with me?" And Posey says, "It's 7 a.m.
Yeah, he's like, not a drink.
Maybe
coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, I know. When I heard that, I was like, what is he asking of her right now?
Also, when he said, "Not a drink," that immediately took me back to Elizabeth in season 1.
Yes, and When Calls the Heart. That's perfect. Yeah, she's like, I like to drink.
Not a drink.
Yeah.
She agrees to coffee with Luke, but has to go to the cafe to help her mom since her sisters are coming into town. I also love when she says, "The locals might start talking if they knew I was dating the guy renting my parents' guest house." And Luke says, "Dating? I was just talking about getting a drink, but if you want to date."
Yeah, he's all in.
Yep. We also hear that Posey and her sisters were really close when they were younger, which is really sweet. It's a shame that they're not as close now.
Yeah. And I guess it's hard because they live so far away. You know, Posey's the only one that still lives with her, parents in Alaska. So I guess that would make it really difficult.
Yeah. Another scene I really loved is Stuart and Suzanne's conversation at the cafe. And I believe this is right after Posey had gotten there. And Stuart is checking on Suzanne. Stuart says, "I just want to make sure that the birthday girl is happy." Suzanne says, "Sweetheart, my birthday is still a few days away. Please don't rush me out of my 50s. Stuart says, "Come on, 60 is the new 40. And Posey says, "I heard 60 is the new 30. Suzanne, "Yeah, well, I wish. Nope, 60 is still 60. And Stuart says, "And you are as beautiful and vibrant as the day I met you." Suzanne's like, "Liar."
Oh, yeah. She doesn't seem too thrilled to be having this birthday coming up.
Yeah.
But at least everyone's trying to make her feel better about it.
Yes. I also love a few seconds after Stuart leaves, Posey and her mom have a short conversation about the monthly invoices. Posey says, "There is this thing called software, just saying." Suzanne, "Well, after we retire and you're running the cafe, you can do the invoices however you want. Until then," Posey, "abacus, parchment paper, and quill."
Yeah, come on, Mom. Welcome to the 21st century.
In one of the next scenes, we meet Beth and Jason. They are taking their daughters, Ruby and Molly, to the theater for their play.
Yeah, they're so cute. These little girls are adorable.
I also recognize the girl who plays Ruby. If I'm correct, she also played the younger version of Clara in 5 More Minutes.
Oh, wow. That's a good observation. I didn't even realize that. That's awesome.
Yes. Gotta love those Hallmark connections.
Yes, of course.
We then meet Hannah and Adam, and they have a conversation before she starts packing or repacking. I wrote in my notes, is she pregnant?
Really? You knew from the beginning? Like you guessed it?
Well, I guessed it, but I mean, I didn't know for sure.
Right. But you were kind of predicting.
Yes.
That, it never crossed my mind. And I know we'll get to it a little bit more, but everything that was going on with Hannah, I was fearing the worst. I thought she was dying.
Oh, goodness.
I thought she was like really sick and like was waiting for the doctor to like call her and tell her like, you know, whatever. Because of the way that she was acting, and she was like really down and like tired and had like a headache. And
yeah.
So I was like really worried that there was something wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't 100% sure because I've never been pregnant. I've never been a mother. So I don't know everything that goes on with all of that. But I knew that something was going on.
Well, it's a good thing you thought something optimistic. Well, I'm over here fearing the worst.
I was trying to think optimistic.
Yes, that's good. That was actually one of my favorite scenes, was when we found out that she was not sick.
Yes, that was one of mine too.
Yeah.
And we can talk a little bit about that more later. A funny moment, Hannah and Adam's conversation at the airport, and Adam making funny faces at the young boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good.
I loved that. The flashback scene of Posey, Beth, and Hannah reading the story together in bed, that was really sweet.
Yeah, I have that as one of my favorite moments too.
Yeah.
That's when I realized their backstory, what had happened to them.
Mm-hmm. This was really short, but the second funny moment I have on my notes is Posey picking up Hannah from the airport in their conversation on the way home, when Posey says, "Are we having one of those I should listen conversations, or do you want my help conversation?"
Oh yeah, I think we've all been there.
Yep.
That's one thing I can say about Lindsay Fonseca and Kimberly Sisted. They had really good comedy chemistry together.
Yeah,
they worked really well together.
Yeah. Also, I loved Posey and Beth's conversation with their parents about cooking, baking, and Luke. Beth says, "You didn't want to tell me that there was a cute writer living on the property?" Posey, "It never occurred to me." Beth, "Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You gotta love those secret feelings that people don't share.
Yes, exactly.
And other people try to pull it out of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, her sister knows her very well. She knows there's something going on.
Beth meeting Luke, this was priceless.
Oh, I agree.
Beth says, "He should come to the lumberjack games with us." Posey, "We're going to the lumberjack games?" Beth, "Yeah, it's a family tradition."
It is now. I love how she's just playing matchmaker.
Yes.
So funny.
Also, I don't know what it is, but when I watched that scene and they mentioned lumberjack games, I thought of the lumberjack games on Virgin River.
Oh, I haven't seen that. They do lumberjack games in that show. How funny.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
This is a scene that's also on my most tear-worthy moments a little bit, but Posey and Beth watching the VHS tape from before their first hiking trip. Talking about their mother.
Yep, I have the same one. That's so sad.
Yeah. Posey and Luke's hike and their conversation about her parents. That was a good moment.
Yeah. All the Luke Posey moments were really well done.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them as a couple.
Yeah, I do too. Posey and Luke looking at the photo album, and Luke is like, what is that? Posey, that's a snowman. Luke, I thought that was a turtle. Is he making fun of Pudgy? And that was Beth speaking. Luke says, you named your snowman Pudgy? Well, it's definitely accurate. Posey taking Beth, Molly, Ruby, Hannah, and Suzanne to Fairy Creek and the recreation of the photo. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was. That photo recreation, I don't know if you noticed, but Kimberly Sisset's character, Beth, she was wearing pink in both the photos.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I love photos like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Those family photos are always nice.
Yes.
The lumberjack games.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah and Adam's conversation, and then Luke challenging Stuart to
the axe throwing.
The axe throwing and the chili.
And the chili. That was so much fun. That was such a fun scene.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And Luke could not handle that 5-alarm chili. I mean, I don't blame him. I couldn't handle it either.
I can do a little spice, but too much,
no.
I would be like Luke. Like, give me a drink of water, please.
Yes.
Or milk, because I've heard milk helps too.
Yeah, I think Stuart had a cup of milk for him. He had it ready.
Yeah, he put it out for him. Luke eating the chili when he says, this should be illegal. I think my tongue is going numb.
Poor guy. He didn't know what he was getting himself into.
No. Another scene I really loved was Posey and Luke's conversation on the bridge about his book and writer's block, how many rescues she's been part of, and the full story about the day her parents died, and Suzanne and Stuart.
Yeah, that was a sweet moment, a bonding moment for them.
Yeah, and the scenery in that scene.
Yes, so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they probably shot this in Canada.
I think so.
But maybe? I wonder if it was maybe close to Alaska.
Could have been.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see, because I mean it looked very
realistic. I have to mention Posey and Luke at the cafe with the pie and then holding hands and the kiss.
Yes, I have that too. I love that. Woohoo! Cheering them on.
Yeah. And then I think Hannah comes in and interrupts them, if I'm correct.
I think so, yeah.
And they're like trying to hide it. And speaking of Hannah, that was another scene I really loved. Her conversation with Posey at the cafe right after that. Yeah. About being the cool aunt. And Posey finding out that Hannah is pregnant.
Yes. Woohoo! Yay, Hannah.
Yes. This was really short, but Adam's dance after he beat Stuart at chess, that was priceless.
Yes, that was so funny. He finally beat him. Like this whole movie, all Adam was doing was playing chess with the dad. Like they didn't really give him too much of a storyline, but he finally beat him. I felt good for him.
Yeah. Have you ever played chess before?
No, but my husband is really great at it. And so I need him to sit me down and teach it to me. Because it looks
That's awesome.
I know like the strategy is like super like weird, not weird, but maybe a little bit more complex. Like I can do checkers all day. Like checkers I'm a pro at, but chess is definitely more complex than checkers. What about you? Do you know how?
It's been a long time, so I probably don't remember everything, but I've played once or twice. But checkers.
Better at checkers. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, totally not related to checkers, but this was way back when I was probably 10, maybe a little bit younger. We used to have a computer that had the game Minesweeper, I think, with the bomb.
Yes.
Like if you hit a certain square.
Know how to play that game. All you do is just click and hope for the best. I loved it though.
Oh my goodness. And also on my very first cell phone, I think I had a Nokia.
Me too.
And it was one of those flip phones, I believe. No, it was just a regular phone. It wasn't a flip phone.
Yeah.
It was one of those rectangular
like
phones.
a brick.
Kind of, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And there was a game called Snake on it, I
Snake.
think.
Yep, I knew you were gonna say that. Oh yeah, I loved that game. It was so stressful though. Like trying not to hit the walls and trying to and it just grew bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I would play that for hours.
Kids today will never know the stress that came from playing those games.
Nope. Also, I believe this was an original PlayStation game, but I was obsessed with the game Harvest Moon. I would spend
I don't know that
hours
one.
on that game.
Really? Harvest Moon. I'll have to look that up. I don't remember that one.
I think that's what it was called. It was Harvest something.
Yeah.
And on the game, the character that you would be ran a farm, and you would have to learn how to run the farm. And
I'm Googling it right now. Harvest Moon video game. Let me see if there's a picture. Does this look familiar?
A little bit, yeah.
Is that it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, how fun. Yeah, it has like the little farm animals on there.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was literally a farm, and you had to take care of the animals and the
crops.
Crops, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of that Facebook game. What was that one called? Like Farm Life or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Do you remember that Facebook game that came out like 15 years ago?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, and you had to take care of the animals and your crops. I can't remember. So this says that Harvest Moon was the first game of the series Story of Seasons. Does that sound familiar?
I don't know.
Well, if anyone out there is listening and you remember this game, let us know. Yeah, this says it was released in the 90s. Wow.
Yeah, me and a few of my cousins, we would spend hours playing Harvest Moon and Donkey Kong.
Yes, Donkey Kong is so good. Yeah. We try to teach my son how to play Donkey Kong, but he's more of a Mario. He loves Mario.
Yeah, we played Mario too.
Yeah. Mario is the stuff.
We always laugh at the theme song for Donkey Kong that goes, DK, Donkey.
Yes.
And they would describe each of the characters.
Yes, all the characters. Oh my goodness. This is such a trip down memory lane.
I usually played the character with the pigtails that could fly.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Either that one or the one that could run really fast. I can't remember the name of that one.
Yeah.
Well, we just got off topic for a minute. Sorry about that, Hallmarkies.
That's all good.
Suzanne's birthday dinner, hearing stories about Posey, Luke sharing his favorite childhood memory about getting a tip from his aunt, and the birthday cake. I love how it said happy 30th times two.
I thought that was clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second part of that birthday dinner is on my most tear-worthy moments.
Yeah. Did you see that coming at all?
No.
Me either. It's I thought the big twist was what happened with the parents.
Yeah.
Double twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all.
It was a good scene, though.
Yeah.
Posey spilling the beans on Hannah being pregnant. That was funny.
Yes.
Posey says, I think she's blown a fuse, referring to Beth. For the record, I'll still be the cool aunt. This sister moment I really loved between Posey, Beth, and Hannah at the restaurant.
Yeah.
The second part is on my favorite moments list.
Yeah.
When Beth declines Karina's call and just the support from each other. It's really sweet.
I love that too. They finally clear the air and they say what they need to say, talk everything out. That was really cool.
Posey and her mom's conversation about Luke and the accident. This is on my favorite scenes and also my most tear-worthy scenes.
Yeah.
Posey says, I don't know if I could ever trust him again. Suzanne says, forgiveness is a good start.
Yeah, it's good advice.
Yes, I was about to say that. Very good advice. Also, I believe this is in the same scene, but Posey and her mom talking about the cafe and their callings.
Mhm.
Suzanne and Stuart's calling was raising Posey and her sisters, and Posey's calling is being a climber.
Yes.
I don't know if I could do that. That sounds really scary.
Yes, there's no way I could do that either.
She's very brave for doing that.
Yes, for sure.
I also loved Hannah telling Adam she's pregnant and his reaction to finding out he's going to be a dad. What did you think about that scene?
Yes, I love that too. Finally, she tells him, she's kind of known, but she was so worried that he wasn't going to be on board.
Yeah.
So I love that he tells her, actually, I'm okay with it. I'm okay if we have a kid, even though that wasn't, originally part of their plan. That was a really sweet scene.
Yeah, I would love to see a sequel to this and see Adam be a dad.
Yes. Yeah, I think that would be really great, just to kind of catch up and see what everyone's been doing.
Yeah. I think Matthew James Dowden would play that role very well.
Yeah, I agree.
He's one of my favorites on Hallmark.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he needs a leading role.
I was about to say, has he been in one on Hallmark? I don't think he has, right?
Well, not like a main leading role, but he definitely needs a main leading role.
Yeah.
Because he's played a lot of the supporting characters.
Right.
We know that he was in the Christmas movie from 2021.
Right, yes.
With Torrey DeVito.
Oh,
the Christmas Promise.
Torrey DeVito, that's right. Yes. Yeah, he plays the friend. One of the
he plays the friend.
That's right. Yeah.
And he was in When Calls the Heart.
That's right. Yeah. There you go.
And a lot of other things as well.
Well, yes.
Of course. Posey, Hannah, and Beth reading the Velveteen Rabbit to Molly and Ruby.
Yes, I have that too. I thought that was so just a beautiful bookend of this
full circle
story. Yes, the full circle.
Yeah.
So lovely. And the return of Bugsy, the stuff forgotten.
Yes.
Oh, that was perfect. That just kind of shows that Hannah, she's going to be a good mom.
Yes, I agree. Posey and Luke's honest conversation. Posey forgives him and accepts his apology. Luke tells Posey he's fallen in love with her.
Yeah.
And then Posey invites Luke to Suzanne's birthday party 2.0.
Yes, let's redo that birthday party because the first time around did not go very well. Second time around, much better.
Yes. Speaking of the birthday party 2.0, that is my last favorite scene for this movie.
Oh, yeah. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. The gift to Suzanne from Posey, Beth, and Hannah, the framed original and recreation photo.
Yes.
Hannah and Adam tell Stuart and Suzanne they're going to be grandparents.
Yay. That's
sweet.
a wonderful gift to give your mom or dad, to let them know they're going to be grandparents again.
Yeah. I loved Ruby and Molly finding out that they're having cousins. That was so cute.
Oh, yes. Those little girls are adorable.
Yeah.
There was one scene that you hadn't mentioned that I written down on my favorite scenes. And that's when they're making the cookies with Aunt Hannah. And she has to go away for a second. And she comes back and there's a huge mess. And they have frosting all over the counter.
Oh, yeah.
All over their faces. And the little one goes, I'm a cookie.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
Cute. So cute.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cute. Posey telling Luke she wants to go to Switzerland with him. Suzanne's toast and the mother-daughter hug to end the movie.
Yes. Bravo.
Yes. Do you have any more favorite scenes from this movie you wanted to share?
I think we hit all of them. The only thing that I had written was just that at the very beginning of the movie, I love that we get to see the 3 different personalities of each sister. Like we get to see Posey being like the outdoorsy risk taker type person. And then you have Hannah, who's like the complete opposite. She's like the business, like all about her career businesswoman. And then you have Beth, who is the mom and the wife, and she maybe feels like she's missing out on something. She's a bit more careful person. And so I thought that was really cool, the way that they just really put these three different sisters, these three different types of people. We get to see their personalities that way. Which I thought was really cool.
I think so too. I wanted to write down every scene as my favorite because it was just so good.
Yeah, the movie is so good.
Do we want to get into our most tear-worthy scenes?
Yeah, you had mentioned, Beth and Posey watching that old home video of their parents.
Yeah.
That was really sad. I felt so bad for them.
Yeah.
And really just a lot of the things involving Suzanne, Barbara Niven's character.
Yeah.
Having her first flashback at the beginning of the movie with the avalanche.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of just pans back onto her face in real time, and she's just like in shock, just remembering what happened on her birthday 25 years prior. That was just really sad.
Yeah.
And her apologizing to Luke about his parents. Luke's parents were the other couple that was a part of the avalanche. That was kind of the big twist of him being there. He wanted to get more information for his book. And I just thought that Barbara did such a great job.
She did.
She was just showing like the real emotions of grief and loss and guilt. She was just a really great performance by her.
Yes. Amazing job.
Yeah.
And if I'm correct, that was the scene at the end when Luke has the conversation on the sofa.
Yeah.
I have that one written down too. We hear that Luke has made a career writing travel guides related to climbing, but he decided that he wanted to shift gears and write about something different. So he set out to write a survival book, not just for climbers that survived accidents, but for the people that were left behind by climbers that weren't so lucky. People like Suzanne, Stuart, Posey, Hannah, Beth, and himself. He thought that it might bring some closure.
Yeah.
Also, Luke's line, the best way to honor my parents is for you to forgive yourself.
Oh, that was exactly what she needed to hear.
Yeah.
You could just tell the weight being lifted off her shoulders that she has carried around for like 25 years, I believe is what the anniversary is.
Yeah. Another one I have on my list is Beth and Jason's conversation about kids and the job she was offered. Beth says, I just feel like you get to go to work and you get to do what you love, and then you come home. You get the best part of them. You get to be the fun dad. And I'm just the person that says no all the time. I need balance.
Yeah, that was really sad and really relatable. As a mom and a wife, I totally understand what she means by that. It's really sad.
Yeah, it is. Of course, Posey telling Luke about how she and her sisters lost their birth parents. Oh,
yeah.
So sad. Posey and Beth's conversation in the barn about their parents. And I believe this is when either Molly or Ruby wanted to go horseback riding.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
Yeah. Yeah. We see Beth being the more like protective, like careful. And Posey's like, well, accidents happen,
Yeah.
And Beth's like, well, yeah, look at our parents, And it's like, oof, that's so sad.
Oof. Posey telling the story of the day her parents died. We talked a little bit about this earlier, but we hear that Suzanne was leading the expedition. She and her mom were best friends. They were a little ways away from the summit, and rocks triggered a slide.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of get to see the beginning of that in the flashback, which was like,
yeah.
Whoa.
I also noticed in that flashback scene when she and Stuart were taking the group up. One of the guys in that scene is a familiar face from When Calls the Heart.
Really?
Season 2.
I don't know. I don't even remember.
The guy that plays Lionel. Sir Lionel.
Really? Oh my goodness. I had to go back and watch for that. I didn't even realize. You're so observant with this kind of stuff, girl.
Oh, thanks.
You got that eagle eye.
Right. Yeah, right when that scene came up, it's like,
You look familiar.
there's a familiar face.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't dressed the same way.
No.
Wasn't in his, suit and tie.
Yeah. He was also in A December Bride, if I'm correct,
Oh,
with
right.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Posey encouraging Hannah about being a mother. That was really sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Posey is probably my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah. I love when she says, "You'll never know how comforting it was to have you as my big sister." Hannah says, "Really?" Posey says, "Yeah, and that's how you'll be as a mom."
Yeah, this is so sweet. Very thoughtful.
Mm-hmm. Of course, the birthday dinner and Luke dropping that huge bomb on everyone.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Posey, Beth, and Hannah's conversation at the restaurant about when their parents died. So this was the first part of the dinner they had at the restaurant.
Yes. Yeah, they're all kind of just going at it.
Yeah.
Letting all their thoughts and opinions out.
Posey and her mom's conversation about Luke and the accident. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but this is when she says, "I don't know if I could ever trust him again."
Yeah.
And Posey and her mom talking about the cafe and their callings.
Yes, good one.
Which wraps up my most tear-worthy moments from this week.
Awesome.
Just an all-around great movie.
Yes, it was. Highly recommend.
Yes. We have some trivia for everyone.
Ooh.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. My trivia questions are about names.
Okay.
And you actually already said one of the answers to one of them, but that's all right. The first one is, what is the name of the horse that Posey offers for the girls to ride? That's when, Beth is there. Is it Sam, Mittens, Socks, or Honey?
Is it Honey? Ow.
It's Socks.
Oh, man.
Which is a cute name for a horse.
Yeah. I've never heard that name for a horse.
For a horse, no. Yeah. The next one is, what is the name of the snowman in the picture that Posey is showing to Luke? Is it Polly, Perry, Pudgy, or Fudgy?
Pudgy.
Pudgy. Yep.
I said that one. I remember that.
Yes. And last is, what is Luke's real last name? Is it Smith, Palmer, Peters, or Melrose?
It's Palmer.
Palmer. Ding, 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 ding.
And spoiler, I had that in my notes.
Oh, did you?
But I just didn't say it.
That's okay. Well, good job.
Thank you. I have a few more than 3, but
that's fine.
If you want, I could read all of them.
Yeah, that's fine.
My first one is, where are Posey's sisters, Beth and Hannah, coming into town from? Boston, New York, Miami, or Houston?
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I don't remember this. Is it Boston? What was the second choice?
New York.
Is it New York?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. I should have guessed New York, but I was like, no, that's too obvious.
Yeah.
It's always New York. Okay.
Yep. What children's book was the mom reading to her son in the airport? The Velveteen Rabbit, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, Corduroy, or The Rainbow Fish?
Is it The Velveteen Rabbit?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. I thought so, because that's when she goes into her flashback, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I actually had to look up the kids' books.
Aw, yeah, you picked great ones. Those are like
Thanks.
famous kids' books.
And I actually think we have those here at my house.
Well, I definitely have those here in my house too.
Yeah, my mom and dad, I think, used to read those to me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But I think my brother too, so.
Yeah.
Those were kind of easy.
Yeah.
How many years has it been since Posey, Beth, and Hannah have all been home at the same time? 4 years, 7 years, 5 years, or 2 years?
Is it 4 years?
Meh.
5 years?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Wow, that just seems like such a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
5 years is a long time.
Yeah.
What year was written on the VHS tape Posey and Beth watched? 1995, 1997, 1999, or 2000?
1997.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, finally.
Good job. How old was Posey when her and her sister's birth parents died in the avalanche on Denali? 8, 3, 4, or 7?
Is it 4?
Yep. Ding, 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 ding.
Because I think I remember them saying that they were the same age as Beth's 2 girls.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
What color are the plates in the last scene for Suzanne's birthday party 2.0?
Oh boy.
Yellow, green, orange, or blue?
Is it yellow?
Nah.
Oh no. What is it?
I'm trying to give you a hint. Let's see.
Is it green?
It's a color in this thing that you're looking at to my right.
I see green and blue.
Okay.
Blue?
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, thanks for the hint.
And since this episode is not video, for anyone wondering, I was pointing to an art canvas in my room as a clue. Well, this was so much fun. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me on. I had so much fun too.
Of course, yeah. It was a great movie. One of the best that Hallmark has done in a long time.
Yeah, agree.
All right, Hallmarkies, I think that wraps up our recap of the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries original movie, North to Home. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for our next episode. Have a great day or a night wherever you are in the world. We love y'all. Bye!